viral pups! Camila and I had viewers submit stories for us to read on stream. Some of them were really wholesome, and some of them were really embarrassing. So let's react to them. Hello?
Hi, hello.
Hi. So we currently have 192 responses. So let's thank the mods for their hard work and due diligence.
We're starting with our first one, okay? When I was a teen, I bought a butt plug.
We're off to a strong start.
When I was a teen, I bought a butt plug because I wanted to know how it feels. I lubed it and put it in my ass. I felt like it wasn't enough. So, I tried to use more of it. After a bit, the whole butt got stuck into my ass, and I couldn't get it out. I started panicking and almost went to my mom to tell her what happened. But thank God, after a few seconds, I got it out and never used it again. Okay.
Okay, but like, how did it feel, though?
Right.
You never told us that part.
I hope it felt decent, man. To think of it, he said, I felt like it wasn't enough, so maybe he didn't like it.
You gotta get a big one next time.
Yeah.
I was finally coming home permanently after 4.5 years being in the military, and I wanted to surprise my mom. Aww. After I came back from my last deployment, me, my dad, and my siblings started our master plan.
I'm waiting for it to turn degenerate.
Girl, what happened to your hair?
What? Dude, the stress of not knowing whether it's gonna take a dark turn is freaking me out.
I told my mom I was going to be staying in the Middle East longer than expected, but little did she know I was flying back home that night. After giving big-ass hugs to everyone once I made my way to baggage claim, it was finally time to surprise my mother. After driving home that night, my dad woke her up and told her to come downstairs. She jumped from the stairs to hug me the minute she saw me. Long story short, no one had dry eyes that night.
I love it. One time when I was 4, I was playing on the jungle gym in my family's backyard when suddenly I felt the need to poo, and for some reason ended up pooping under a small tree in our backyard. When my parents saw, they were like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Pooping? Is it poop like fertilizer?"
How do you know this at 4 years old?
There's no way this fucking 4-year-old knows about fertilizing plants.
You know what? It must be a country boy.
Also, for the longest time, I thought piss was stored in balls until a few months ago.
You mean it's not?
Hear ye, hear ye. It's the resident D&D nerd here with a time that I fumbled hard. Uh-oh. At one point, my parents wanted me to go to a restaurant with them and a family we knew from church. Well, we get there, and being shy, I don't talk much. But the topic of me being a DM for D&D was brought up, and apparently later that day, the other family mentioned that to their daughter, who in turn mentioned it to a group of her friends. So suddenly, my shy ass had a group of like 4 to 5 college freshman ladies all asking me if I could DM for them. So I did something I'll never forget. I said, "No thank you, I'm not good at DM."
No! You blew it! Honestly, pretty girls are kind of scary.
They're intimidating, man. You know what? I don't blame them.
Me, every time I talk to my friends. When I was in high school, I was skipping school at my best friend's place. And during that, we decided to smoke some wax. And after about 20 minutes of smoking, we got hungry. So we all raided the kitchen, finding some hamburger helper. My friend we'll call D's. Oh, Dez. Sorry.
Okay.
Dez. Sorry, my mind is just in the gutter. My friend we'll call Dez stepped up.
Yeah.
Not knowing he could cook, I said, "Sure." And about 5 minutes go by and he says it's ready. And I instantly grab a bowl, take a bite, and all you hear was crunch. He didn't fully cook the pasta. And he had the gall to look me in the eyes with a straight face and say, "I like the crunch." And continued eating it. Ever since that day, he's not allowed to cook, and I thought his soy sauce burger was bad. A soy sauce burger? I imagine him actively crunching on the pasta. I like the crunch.
One time, around a few years ago, I was in my room watching a playthrough of Danganronpa 2.
I love Danganronpa!
Yeah, actually based. I happened to pause the video for a long while on a moment where a sprite of the character Akane Owari was on screen, who was a rather busty character.
Yeah. She's kind of like the guy's girl, you know, tomboy. She doesn't care.
tomboy.
She's just like all about them games.
I'm gonna look her up right now. Oh, I get it now. Akane's shirt is always slightly open at the top because, well, boobs.
Yep.
There was nothing even remotely suggestive or lewd happening at the moment. Eventually, my dad walked into my room, seeing the still paused video and immediately noticing Akane. He pointed at my screen directly at Akane's boobs and said, "Inappropriate." Then he walked out and proceeded to tell my mom that I was watching anime porn. Poor guy.
A woman is on the screen.
You're a naughty boy.
Inappropriate. A woman. My
All
friend and I in elementary school would draw out maps and create a fictional world where all our favorite media, be it games or movies, would overlap into a combined realm where we would imagine ourselves teaming up with the heroes to fight the villains of various media.
That is so cute.
So we would go at every recess and imagine fighting off the villains on the playground using sticks and rocks as swords and magical artifacts.
Oh my god.
Fast forward to now, and we both run separate D&D campaigns. He was even the best man at my wedding.
Stop.
This reminds me of me because I'm an only child, but I grew
Yeah.
up with like cousins around my age,
Uh-huh.
and we would always draw different Pokemon fusions, and then we
that's
would
the
pretend to
best.
be the fucking Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Like run
I
around
love
outside
that.
like
I love that.
I remember this time I was doing the silly with a guy, and after everything, he daps me up and proceeds to say, "Not gonna lie, that was nice. Not to mention your boingos remind me of gummy bears if they were circular." I didn't know how to respond, so I quietly left. That is a statement of all time. I mean, if you feel them, not me just like... Not me grabbing it to be like, really?
Whoa. If you could compare boobs to candy, it's more like a marshmallow or like a jello.
You know when you see those like plates with the jello on top and they let's just like slide the plate back and forth?
Yes, and it's like whoa, boom, 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 boom.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Let's purify the air
Yeah.
with this next story. 'cause it
With
seems
something
cute.
wholesome.
I once got railed by Barney the dinosaur. Okay.
Which one? Where are you? This wasn't in the script.
I'm on 66, and that
Oh.
wasn't what was on 66. I just made it up. Why did someone in chat say I knew Barney was a freak? My friend got in a really, really heated argument, and I just want to hear your opinion, okay? She was in a Discord call with her friends, and one guy was like, I ordered a pizza. And so my friend told him, oh, what kind of pizza did you get? And he said a regular pizza. She was like, wait, what's a regular pizza? And he was like, pepperoni. Do you think pepperoni pizza is regular pizza, yes or no?
I
The
thought like
default-
regular was a size. Small, regular, and large. I feel like even if you get a cheese pizza, you say, I got a cheese pizza. Like you always say, I got a pizza.
I've never heard Sinder get so heated.
One time, I went camping with my girlfriend's family, and due to us only having 2 tents, it was me, her, and her brother in the same tent. At night, when he went to use the restroom, my girlfriend rolled over into his spot, so when he got back, he just laid down where he could, and at some point of me being half asleep and not noticing, started cuddling him, and he cuddled back, which led to us waking up to my girlfriend laughing her ass off.
Holy gauge.
Sometimes you just gotta cuddle the homies to sleep, man.
You need to get the warmthness of your bros, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's nice being the little spoon.
Dude, guys love being the little spoon. What is this?
Uh-oh.
Cinder, you're reading this one too.
This is a mod that has been watching my streams literally since day fucking one.
Awesome. Let's hear it. That just makes me even more excited.
So a few years ago, my old friend had a birthday night where we all got dinner with her and went to round 1 afterwards for games and karaoke. It was me, her sisters, and brother-in-law, and a new friend I just met that night. Let's call her Penny. Our round 1 arcade also has $1 ice cream cones for guests. I decided to get a cone and told myself, man, life is so good right now. This may sound a bit TMI, but whenever I eat ice cream, I enjoy it. I go to town and enjoy myself. That's so me.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, I saw Penny coming over and standing next to me. So a few seconds go by, and I notice Penny just watching me, but not really thinking much of it, until she smiles, and then she asks out loud, "Damn, bro, you eat puss like that?" I immediately stopped eating my ice cream and just paused before looking down at my cone and telling myself, I don't want this ice cream anymore. And I never saw her again. Is she a VTuber? She sounds like one. I mean, I don't know. The difference between him and I is that I would keep eating the ice cream, but I would stare. Thank you for hanging out with me. And thank you guys for sending in your stories for us to read.
Yes, we appreciate you all so much. Yeah. I love you.
I love you so much.
All right. Mwah. See you later.